heard that saying, sometimes it's 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, whatever it is. And it can get super frustrating. Well, in working with Dart, that's kind of where we're at. So we've had it where you could get a halter on him. You could, you had to lure him into the pen out of the pasture. He's in a pretty large pasture here. You could lure him into the pasture with treats, food, whatever it might be. And then you get him in there, and we don't have a round pen or anything. It's just kind of a larger square pen. And essentially you'd get him kind of in the corner, and eventually, he'd want to get out, want to scroll one way, you kind of block him, want to scroll out the other way, you kind of block him, and you get up close to him, he looks like he's good to go, you kind of love on him, retreat, a little bit of pressure, retreat, and then all of a sudden you take off kind of towards the door, thinks it's a big game, comes right back, you kind of block him, bring him back. And so it was this big game, and I kind of look at it, I'm like, this is just not sustainable. There is no way. Hearing stories about guys and gals that are 10 miles into the backcountry, something happens, something spooks, whatever it might be, and their horse runs 10 miles back to the trailhead, and don't want that to be the case. And so trying to set up better routine, maybe eventually doing it the other way, that he would find to where you wouldn't have to go and catch him, but he would want to be caught. But it's one of those where I'd rather have everything on a solid foundation than trying to fix the foundation later. So instead of, we had last week, we were doing fence mounting, all sorts, we've done groundwork, we've done flag work, a bunch of desensitizing, all sorts of things. But now kind of going back to the basics, and I have him in this big pasture. It's probably, I don't know, 8-10 acre pasture. It's huge. And so obviously the advantage is for him. He's got the advantage. He can outrun me, all of those things. But now we got it to the point to where he's right in front of me a couple steps. He's kind of working towards me. But it started last weekend where just wanted him to realize, didn't have any intention of catching him. Just wanted him to realize when I have, I've got the halter, got the lead rope, that just because he sees this doesn't mean he's going to get caught. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. For me to come up, is the safest place for him, the most relaxed place for him is being near me. If something happens, something spooks him, I want him to know that he can find relief being near me. Hopefully eventually that translates into, one, being easier to consistently catch, and then two, if we ever find ourselves in the backcountry, that he gets spooked or something happens, he knows he can find relief being near me, not 10 miles up the trailhead. So I've found a bunch of different videos, a bunch of different things. Everybody's got their own method or whatever works. And so I'll link to some of those videos below. Maybe, eventually, or realize this horsemanship game, anything else that you might want to learn, it's all about, look at him. See? It's all about taking a lot of different videos, a lot of different people's, opinions, takes, and then taking it through your filter and what works for you. And maybe it's a combination of all of them and coming up with your own method, if you will. So there's a bunch of different videos. There was one, Warwick Schiller had a great one where it was mirroring their steps. Done that. Another horse. Done that. And that worked great. Was able to get up to him and all that kind of stuff. And then Wes Taylor has one where he's talking about more of the science behind it and dopamine, and giving him a lot of approaches and releases and all of that. And so kind of doing a combination of a few different people. And of course we've got another horse in here that pesters him and makes doing this stuff kind of a pain. But it can be frustrating. I guess the point of this is it can be frustrating as humans. I know for me personally, you constantly want to build upon what you did last time. You do certain drills, certain groundwork, certain whatever, or you're able to get a halter on them in a certain period of time, and you feeling like, okay, well, there's our benchmark now. Now it's only going to get better than this. It took an hour last time. It's going to be less than an hour this time, because why should it be longer? It should always be getting better. We should always be progressing forwards, not backwards. But I'm learning that sometimes progression is taking a step backwards, realizing that, hey, there's maybe some better foundations we need to set. It's easier to do it now. And then although it makes things hard again in the beginning, you can't get to some of those drills you wanted to do. You can't be riding them, can't do some of this other stuff. But in the long run, it's going to make those things a lot more enjoyable, and then we'll progress faster. So I guess that's the lesson in my experience today, is sometimes 2 step forwards, 1 step back is, although a pain in the ass, it's what you need to do to make then everything you do moving forward better and have a better foundation. So that's today's lesson. I hope this video finds you well. If you like this video, we'll have a lot more kind of just documenting this journey with Dart and within horsemanship in general. I'm completely green to all this, and so in the last 4 or 5 months, it's been an absolute whirlwind, huge learning curve, but just a great journey. So if you want to see more videos like this, like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all, and we will see you on the next video. All the best.